My immigrant mother just called me on the phone, innocently asking me if she should start carrying her passport in case they start doing mass deportations to prove that she's a citizen. It's so sad.
I just want to hear from you guys, like most especially American people. What is your take on immigrants? I just want to know, what do American people think of immigrants? Do you think Trump is right to kick away immigrants, or do you think he's just doing it to, suppress people?
Mass deportations are expected to begin on Tuesday. It was originally said that it was going to be in the Chicago area, but now it's looking like we have a new list of cities besides just Chicago. The list is Chicago, Los Angeles, New York, Boston, Miami, Washington, D.C., Denver, Houston, San Antonio, and Dallas. NewsRated says that Phase 2 is expected to include a significantly larger and militarized deportation force and is expected to occur in the cities with the largest populations of undocumented immigrants. The current list of cities included in Phase 2 operations are San Francisco, the Bay Area, Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, Miami, Seattle, Portland, and Austin. They're saying that this is going to start on Tuesday. However, be ready for it to start as soon as today. Trump, of course, will be sworn into office today at 11 a.m. Central Time. If you are in those cities, be aware that this is probably going to happen and things are probably going to be a little crazy for a while.
Urgent breaking news. Donald Trump has just been sworn in, and in his speech, he spoke about important immigration measures. I'm Julio, immigration lawyer, and these are the top 4 highlights. Number 1, Trump announced a national emergency at the southern border of the US, and he will send troops to the border. And he promised to deport millions of immigrants back to their countries. 2, the end of the catch and release policy. This means undocumented immigrants detained while crossing the border will no longer be released while they wait for their immigration case. 3. The return of the Remain in Mexico policy, also known as MPP. This means immigrants seeking asylum at the US southern border will no longer be allowed into the country and wait in the US territory while their immigration cases are processed. Instead, they will have to remain in Mexico waiting until the day of their hearings. 4. Trump also announced measures to fight crime. He will invoke the Alien Enemies Act of 1798 to target gangs and foreign criminals. And he will designate drug cartels as terrorist organizations.
Starting on Tuesday, there will be raids across the country to start Trump's mass deportation plan of undocumented immigrants. So there's been a lot of talk about the raids starting in Chicago and then going from there. There's also been a lot of talk in the last 24 hours from people here in Minnesota about what could happen here in Minnesota and how to prepare. So let's talk about it. It's been reported that ICE will probably start with Anoka, Hennepin, Ramsey, and Dakota counties when it comes in to start raiding to deport undocumented immigrants. The Minneapolis police chief has already come out and said that police will not be assisting ICE with any type of deportation. The reason for this is because there's a law put into place in 2017 here in Minnesota that police are not allowed to ask immigration status. So they cannot assist ICE with any type of deportation measures. Now, several of the counties have also come out and said that they will not be assisting ICE because they are not federal agencies. They are state and city agencies, and their job is to not look up the status of immigrants here in Minnesota. Last year, there was a bill that was trying to get through to make Minnesota a refugee state for undocumented immigrants. Unfortunately, that did not pass. So National Guard, ICE will be coming to Minnesota at some point, and they will be doing raids to deport undocumented immigrants. This obviously is going to have a major impact on families across the country. Babies are going to be left without mothers and fathers because within the bill that they're using, if you have one prior, it could be just like shoplifting, you get deported. And with that will come other casualties of people who don't have any criminal record because that's just the way it's going to go down. Also, it's going to be a huge impact here in Minnesota to our economy, to our ag, because so many undocumented immigrants work our processing plants and our farms here in Minnesota. Western Minnesota and southern Minnesota are going to take the biggest hit because that's where most of our agriculture is. And so we just need to really be prepared for higher prices and a huge economic impact to us here in Minnesota. I understand how important TikTok is to families, to people, to businesses, but Trump is about to take office on Monday, and he is not our savior, okay? And I would choose Kamala Harris over TikTok any day of the week, and I think we need to make sure we keep perspective about what is about to happen to our country, and that no government is going to keep Minnesota safe from what's about to happen under this Trump administration.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Natkunda Esther. If you're new here, hi, welcome. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, like, comment, and share. And let me know what you think in the comment section about today's topic. Mexican people are in trouble. Like, not only Mexican people, but like immigrants in general are tripping. And I think I'm finding out a lot of revelations about the immigration culture in America, because I am wondering how someone can be an immigrant in America and be undocumented for over 10 years, and they go to school and they study and they finish studying, but they are undocumented. It's making me wonder, how does that work? Trump, the first thing that he signed was kicking away all illegal immigrants, and I think it's a no-brainer that we all know that the first thing that he thinks about is the Mexico border. And it's a pity because there are some people that were already at the border. They want to enter because they applied online and they were following the laws that Mr. Biden put in place for them, because he favored the foreigners. Considering that lately, Mexico came to help out with the fires, people were like, oh yeah, the relationship is starting. Trump was like, no, I am not sentimental like that. It's not gonna happen like that. Don't be delulu in your head. Nothing of that sort is happening. Regardless, you came, you helped with the fire, I'm kicking you out still. But we all know it's been an ongoing journey and topic for Trump, like 24/7. This man talks about it. I think like the beginning of it all, when he came into power, even just like through his campaigns, he talks about kicking away the foreigners. And he has been doing so. And now that he is on his second term, he's very unapologetic about it. But the Mexicans, the Hispanics, the Latinos, majority of them that voted Trump into power thinking that the laws will change, they are kind of like worried now. Because now the man is in power and he literally just doesn't want to know. Whatever he wants to do, he wants to do. Every immigrant out there, they are shaking, and I've seen that he has Nigeria on the radar. He wants to kick away Nigerians. Majority of Nigerians, Nigerians. I know, like that always happens. Yeah, Nigerians are kind of like used to that. But also, I would like to take you guys back to an interview that Melania Trump did, and she was asked like, don't you like feel a certain way when he is kicking away like foreigners? And then she's like, I am documented. I've always been documented, And I feel like Melania shouldn't even be in a position where like she be asked those questions, because she's literally like president, first lady. So hey, whatever has to be done for her. You know what I mean? A lot of people complain that he will kick away the Mexicans, the Latinos, but you know what? He can never kick away the Russians, the Slavics, he doesn't, But then lately he say, well, Russians also are on the list because, Russia and Trump, lately they're not in good terms. And yeah, I don't know. Some people are saying Elon Musk should also be deported because, he's not American, he's South African. And I don't know, man, how that is going to go. But like the internet has already started buzzing. And the city of Chicago is on the radar in Colorado. Like that's where the rating is starting from. Like people are warning, lawyers are warning. It's like, wow, it's a very serious matter. But the Hispanics and Latinos that voted for Trump, Where do they go right now that Trump wants them out? Who do they cry to? Guys, tell me what you think in the comment section. But from me to you, I wish Americans the best of luck throughout this presidency, because this is about to be a long 4 years. I tell you.